In 1989 I started volunteering, and then a year later in 1990 I became the Thrift store chair.
I was one of the few occasional volunteers at the original suit store.
They wanted somebody to be president of it, and I said, no, I didn't want to be president. I hate public speeches and stuff like that. And then he said, well, would you be the treasurer? And I said, yeah, I'll look after the money.
My role is primarily working in the back, where donations are received and sorted, and we then clean them up and get them ready for resale and putting them out on the shelves.
At that original store, we were basically there to accommodate anybody that would be interested in checking us out and seeing what we had. And then, of course, we tried to keep the dust off of our mostly black merchandise.
There were more suits than our people really wanted to handle. They worked like crazy, sorting out and trying to find them to match them and what have you.
When I first started, I was at Inglewood, and it was 2 retail bowling alleys with a basement. We were run entirely by volunteers. A good day was $300. We had lots of faithful volunteers, and it was kind of a cool place.
Rand McEwen walked in one day and saw this child looking and asking his mother, she wanted a teddy bear. Mother says, we really can't afford it. And then Rand McEwen come over and he asked the clerk to hand it down to him, which he did. And he gave it to his child, and you should have seen the happy look on the child's face, of course. And then he went up to the counter and he paid for the teddy bear. And he told the clerk, anytime a child comes in with a parent and wants a teddy bear and doesn't have one, you give that child that teddy bear and keep a list of who you gave it to. Keep it on my account, and I'll come around every so often and pay up my account. And that was the start of his, known as the Rand McEwen's teddy bear account.
One of the changes has been the name of the store. We used to be called the MCC Variety Store, and now we are a thrift shop.
We started out with a cash in the little box in the drawer.
We had to count back our change. Now, of course, it's all this technology and everything goes much faster.
But what really changed when we moved from Inglewood at $900 a month, no lease, then to Forest Lawn with a 3-year lease, and then finally to purchasing $1 million and some property, we had to really change how we operated. And so we had to change from a really loose structure to a formal board that didn't meet just 3 times a year, that met monthly and made really big decisions.
My favorite memory would have to be when my husband John and I were given the opportunity of managing the store for a little while. I'd often thought about it would be nice to be able to be in business with him together. And here we had a business where we didn't have to make any investments except our time and our energy, and our responsibility was to God.
What I really enjoy about volunteering here is the opportunity to give back to the community. I feel very blessed, and so it's a great way to help people locally and then also abroad.
When I hear from MCC what happens to the funds that are raised here and how people's lives are changed in other parts of the world just because of things we would throw out. And when I really think about how God has, I guess, faithfully inspired those early people that took a risk and started this operation, and then how He has challenged the ongoing generations, it's really humbling, because really it's God's place. He's started it and He made it what it became.
For me, the purpose statement of the store has always been, like it used to be in the beginning, in the name of Christ. And I want to keep that in my heart. I'm just grateful that God can still use me, and I want to do it together with the other people in the name of Christ. And God is faithful, He will bless.
The thrift shop provides a really valuable service to people locally and also to those people in need around the world. When people come and donate, shop, and volunteer, it really, the effects are really far-reaching.
Who could have seen beyond that huge pile of suits in 1973 to the productive shop it has become today. My prayer is that since God gave us all that, we cannot forget the purpose, to remember that we are serving in the name of Christ.